My name's Liz Shelley. I'm an accredited psychotherapeutic counsellor, and I practice probably a mix of things. They all come under the humanistic umbrella, and the one that I guess I call myself most often is a Hakomi therapist. Now, many people haven't heard of Hakomi. It's an American training, very based in mindfulness, and it's a whole body training. So mind, heart, body, spirit, whatever that means for you. So that was probably the last training I did. But before that, I got very interested in transpersonal trainings and very interested in working with the body, not in a hands-on way, but working with a full person experience. And I got interested in that largely by what works for me. And as somebody who thinks a lot, probably too much, I was aware that I needed something that would enable me to connect with my experiences in a kind of wider way. When someone comes to me, what I'm interested in is how they are experiencing themselves right now. And people come with problems or things that they're dealing with. And so we might spend some time on a little bit of background, getting to know, kind of contracting sessions. But really, in my work with people, what I really enjoy is kind of working with them as they experience themselves, and more importantly, to help people become more aware of the way that they're relating in the world, so that they can kind of start to learn about the things that they do. So in using people's experience, what I find is that the way that we are in the world, the way that we think, the ideas we have, the beliefs we have, sometimes even the bodily postures we have really interesting roots. So I'll give you an example. So supposing I notice someone's talking really fast. So I'm going to be interested in that, because from my perspective, there's going to be a reason why that is. And I'm not going to say, could you not do that? Because it's an innate part of the way that person is. But it might be during the course of our therapy that it comes out that their experience, say, growing up, was there wasn't very much time for them to be heard. So they learned to speak very quickly in order to get somebody else to hear everything they wanted to say. And so those pieces of information become really important, because they enable somebody to kind of let go of some of those old ideas and maybe experience what it's like to have someone fully be present, to fully hear, with lots of time around that for them to be received and to be heard. And that's a deeply nourishing experience to have. When I was looking at trainings, and I remember why I decided on humanistic trainings, it was because when I looked at the various options, that was the one that spoke to me and said, intrinsically, people are good. We might do things which aren't good in the way we behave, but intrinsically, people are born as good, pure human beings. And that, I think, is a really interesting perspective to take, because then it means that we might learn things that take us away from that. But then the journey of therapy is about coming back to that place of naturalness. So for me, in choosing the humanistic route, I wanted to choose something which was based in values like coming into truth, coming into an acceptance, coming into feeling that people are basically trying to do the best they can. And it was a natural thing for me when I looked at what professional organisation that I wanted to belong to, because I wanted one that I felt not just said it believed in certain values, but acted on those values. And my experiences were that the people I met who belonged to UKAHPP were acting with me in those same values, and that gave me a tremendous confidence in the organisation that I was choosing. I wanted to be treated like I was an important, valued member of that organisation, and to be part of that community. And that's continued to be very important for me, and I do feel very passionately about it, actually, that we are all trying to make a difference and to be respected and supported in that.